Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to DCUO Online. I am of course Trex, and we're on Black Ember here to do the Fire DPS Loadout / guide. Now let me actually mention something real fast because I want to point this out to everybody. I finally got a tank utility belt, the Defender's Tech pouch. So happy because it's going to replace what I'm using now. Sure enough, I can't use it. Reason I can't use it is because you probably already recognized it. 4 slots of consumables. Are you flipping kidding me? Who? No. No, I don't care if I'm a tank and I possibly need all the sodas I need. No. No. I have 12 stack always on me. Well, I have 7 now, but it's always a 12 when I start a raid. I don't need 4 slots of 12 stacks of stuff. No, it's not going to happen. So, I just want to point this out. Worst utility belt ever. Thank you, Comic Guy from The Simpsons. Anyways, let's go ahead and get on with the nitty-gritty, shall we? First off, into skills. You already know my super speed stuff, and I'm now at a nice little 83 skill points. For the weapons, here's the stats you want as a fire DPS. Now, yes, this has actually changed on how I played with my original DPS loadout. Yes, I've learned the errors of my ways, all fire DPS players. The first stat you want to stack is might. Second is precision. Then you want to go with critical attack chance and critical attack damage. Those are your stats as a DPS. Now, we only technically have, I think, one weapon that actually has precision, and that would be the shield. So, I mean, 30. You got 30 precision by 30. There you go, right there. I haven't found any other ones that I found. I can't remember off the top of my head. But you want to start off with might. You want to stack might into everything. Dual pistols is not the one I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Right there. 20 might per point. I'm looking at 60 might just right there. You want to stack might. Might is the stat that does your yellow damage. That nice power damage when you use an ability. That big yellow damage, the higher the number, that means the better your might or whatever. Next is precision. The precision is actually affects your weapon damage. That's your white numbers. 10 precision equals 1 point increase to your weapon's base DPS. So you want to, thankfully, we have shield, and it brought us, boom, it gave us 10 plus 10 precision per point. So I'm looking at 30 precision. So I have technically 30 precision. Yay, woo. And the next is going to be critical attack chance, and each point into that will give you plus 1% chance to score a critical hit, and then critical attack damage will be to increase the damage of your critical hits by 4%. And that's your stats. That's it. I'm rocking 83 points, and I think it's actually not in bow. Was it brawling? No. I know it was one of these. Dual wielding. Dual wielding is actually the only. I'm missing 2 more points, and I can get critical attack damage, and I will actually have critical attack damage, chance, might, and precision. All of them maxed out. I just need 2 more points. So 85 skill points. That's what it took for me to get all of the DPS stuff that I want. And after that, once you have all 4 of those stats, hell, go with health. I don't see a problem with that whatsoever. Especially with fire abilities, you don't actually have to be in tank role to use some of the healing abilities from most of these attacks. So shoot, put points in restoration if you want. Heal yourself up, DPS. Leave the healing for the healers to the tanks because we need it more. Maybe controllers if they get too antsy in their pantsies. So there you go. Might, precision, a critical attack chance, and critical attack damage. I would go in that order because. Yeah, I would go in that order. Critical attack chance definitely also affects your power abilities as well. So you can also see a higher yellow number. Wouldn't that be fun? Huh? Yeah, it would. It really would. Alright, so let's go into my spec for my powers. First off, in the iconic powers, you always want to put 2 points into your iconics. The points you want: Weapons Expert, plus 3 to critical attack chance, and your Tactical Genius, plus 10% critical attack damage. That's what you want. That's what you need. Live it. Own it. First things first. We have in Immolation, we have plus 1% critical attack chance and 25 health. We're not in tank roll, so why? We don't care. First off, I picked up Immolation, which we all know what that is. Flashpoint, Meteor, Fiery Weapon, Overheat, and Inferno. The reason I don't use Meteor, but I wanted Overheat. I really wanted Overheat. Overheat actually works out pretty... It's better than what I would have thought. Definitely better than I thought. And when we go into Ignition, we have Fireball, Detonate, Wildfire, Flame Cascade, Fire Burst, Mass Detonation, and Snuff Out. Let me explain this here. Also, this is what my tree I'm specialized in. It's plus 5% critical attack damage and plus 35 health. There you go. So, as a fire DPS, I wanted Mass Detonation. If there's a fire tank that does, if there's a fire DPS that does not have Mass Detonation, I just don't know. I really don't. I mean, for the people who don't use Mass Det, I want to know in the comments. I actually want to know why you don't use it. I want to hear what you use instead. Is it spontaneous combustion? I want to know. I really, really want to know. And I, of course, I have a secret love for Wildfire. I have a secret love, and the secret love is this: Wildfire doesn't do high damage. I honestly respect that it doesn't. What Wildfire does, though, it refreshes the burning debuff. It refreshes if there's an enemy that has the burning debuff, and you feel that you know what, that debuff might be going away. Hit Wildfire on him, boom, it resets the ticker on him, and it bursts out to all other enemies around him. So once he's down, of course, just switch to the next target that's burning and just keep it going. I mean, my DPS might suck, but I just keep it going. It's a nice little refresher. Fire Burst, I have, of course. I mean, I'm used to it. And I don't use Flame Cascade. I have it because I need a Mass Det. And I, of course, use Snuff Out. Snuff Out is definitely needed as a DPS. Reason being is because it heavily damages and knocks down enemies that are 35% health or below will take additional damage. It's really great. Really, really great. Detonate. Super Patreon and I talked about it. He recommended Detonate, and I played with it a little bit. It's great for clipping. I don't use it in my loadout, but we'll take a look at that in a moment. But yeah, Detonate, definitely... The damage was nice. I used it for clipping purposes, and using it for clipping purposes was great. Just great. Now, I wanted to use Fireball Barrage. I have used before. I've actually liked it. I just didn't. Actually, I didn't even pick up a supercharge, really. I just didn't. I can, of course, go back and put a point somewhere. I'll probably take a point out of... probably just take it away from Overheat. And that's the thing. It's like if I took a point away from Overheat, I would either put it in Volcanic Calamity or I put it in Fireball Barrage. Volcanic Calamity, the damage is better, but I still just don't use it. I really just don't, and it's my fault for not. To me, Mass Detonation is my supercharge. That's how I feel. And yeah, so let's take a look at the loadouts. For my damage loadout, this is what I go with. The fiery weapon, I'll go to it first. I start off with Inferno. Alright? Give a nice AoE fire. Everyone's on fire. Booyah. Everyone has immolation. It's greatness. Open up with Inferno. I clip fiery weapon. So the animation for Inferno is gone. And then I just start wrecking them with my weapon. I will use Wildfire to reset the burning targets, and just start spamming Mass Detonation if I have a reliable controller. If I don't, then I'll just reset Wildfire, hit a Mass Detonation, build up a little bit. Hopefully everybody's still on fire, but if not, hit Inferno again, and then go with Overheat. And of course, use Snuff Out when appropriate. Overheat does do a damage over time, so it works out pretty well. I mean, and when you have Immolation active, because it is Inferno, your target takes extra damage and you will receive a small heal. I'm okay with sometimes not getting a small heal because I'm not always in the Inferno area, so it's okay. Now again, Wildfire is my secret lover. It really is my secret lover. My DPS might be low, Probably because of it, but I just can't. I just can't help it. I mean, Wildfire is on a way shorter cooldown than Inferno. And Inferno, once it's gone, the debuff might actually be gone as well, and I can just hit Wildfire, just respark it while I'm waiting for Inferno to come back from cooldown. So there is a reasoning behind my madness. There is. But then again, I can also switch out Wildfire with my boy Fireburst, because that used to be my old one. But Wildfire is the ability that I will switch out when it's called upon. Literally, when it is called upon, because I can easily switch it with Detonate, so I can get my clip in. I can easily switch it with Meteor, now that it actually works better. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I can go with Meteor Strike. If anyone's near me, I can just use Flashpoint just so I can knock them down and I can run away. But yeah, I mean, Wildfire is she is my secret lover, and I will switch her out with something other, with like Fireburst or Detonate when the situation calls for it. I love Fireburst. If I could see the damage increase a little bit, that's my personal opinion, but honestly, the effectiveness that I use for it besides the damage, that's the reason why I keep it in my loadout, and that's why I like using it. And I'm okay with getting the hate, because it's my loadout, and I'll cry if I want to. But I don't want to cry, though. Alright, anyways, that is my DPS loadout. This is what I use. I do okay damage. Every one of my league mates are way better at clipping than I am, so their DPS is definitely a lot better because they can clip better than I can. And really, in my eyes, as long as it goes down, I'm doing my job. That's how I feel. It's like, oh, Trex, you're number 3 on the DPS charts. I have 3 DPS. I don't get it. If a controller is higher DPS than mine, I'm like, that's great. Why do I care? The controller did more damage than you suck as a DPS. I'm like, no, it's not that I suck as a DPS. He just killed better. I mean, I still did my job. Did the boss go down? Did he go down? Did the boss die? Then I did my job. Anyone attacking the boss, I think I did my job. That's how I see it, and that's how I'm going to see it. And that's all for you other DPSers as well. If you are hurting, if you feel that your DPS is too low, look at your spec, look at your loadout, adjust, and once you get to a point where it's like, you know what, I'm happy with my DPS. Be happy with your DPS. Don't let anyone else judge you for it. Let the elitist be the elitist. Let you be the player you want to be, but still be the team player. But like I said, I'm always number 3. I might be like 200,000 below number 2. I'm okay. I'm still playing. Everyone else is just saying, "Hey, great job. We did it. Woo, we completed it. Hardly any wipes. Woo, 0 wipes even. Yay!" As a DPS, your job is to kill things. If I killed something, I'm okay with it. I'm not going to let my playstyle base it off of a number. And that's my DPS soapbox. There you go. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. I do hope this actually helped out anybody. If you guys have any comments or any helpful tips, please leave it in the comment section below. And also leave your loadout guides as well. When you're leaving your comments, please not to be snarky. I can read snarky, and I don't like to read snarky. Just give your little feedback. I don't care. It's like, the comments, you suck, that's not needed. Literally, if I see a comment that says, you suck, you could do better, this is the layout you need to use, I actually ignore those comments. I don't delete them, I just completely ignore them. So if you're looking for feedback, it's like, hey, you know what, you're right, I'm probably not going to give it. I look for constructive feedback. I don't look for people to dish me and say that they're better. Like someone saying that my character looks horrible and his 3 characters have better costume designs than mine. I have to say though, I got the nice little white aura. I like my outfit. I'm wearing the nice little steelworker chest piece. I'm having myself some fun. Also, you can check out the guide that I use. It's called Soulburn's Guide to Everything. I used the DPS part for his guide. And his tank guide's not that bad either. But I always go with Cristania. He's my dude. Even though he's never met me and I've never met him, but he's my dude. we have that secret bromance. But you can definitely check out his guide in the description below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.